So you probably clicked this video because you're thinking about starting an Amazon FBA. That's fulfillment by Amazon. And you want to know about the legal side of things. Well, hello, I'm Adam, the Chief LLC Officer here at StartGlobal, and I'm going to explain why choosing an LLC, that's a limited liability company, is the perfect choice for you. The world of drop shipping. There's nothing quite like it. If you've been searching around, there are a lot of videos about drop shipping on YouTube. It's a big industry. But the tax and the legal side is not often talked about. So, for all the drop shippers out there, let's understand the legal and tax side of FBA in a little more detail. It might not be as slick and as beautiful, but darn it, it's very important. I guess, kind of like me, I'm not much to look at, but my words provide invaluable advice. Product liability. As an FBA seller, you could be held responsible for any damages or injuries caused by your products. Hopefully you won't, but to minimize your risk, 1. Form a limited liability entity like an LLC or a C corporation. 2. Take product liability insurance to protect your business from heavy losses. And 3. Ensure your products meet safety standards. No flamethrower chainsaws, okay? Intellectual property. Be mindful of intellectual property rights, including patents, trademarks, and copyrights. Infringing on others' rights could result in legal action and penalties. This could happen more often when procuring products from other countries with weaker IP protection. So, conduct thorough research before launching a product and consider registering your own intellectual property to protect your brand. That means the Timpsons and Family Man, they're a no-go. Sales tax. As an FBA seller, you may be required to collect sales tax on sales made to customers in certain states. Sales tax rates and regulations vary by state, and it takes time to understand and comply with each state's requirements. But to simplify the process, you can use Amazon's tax calculation service or a third-party tax software like TaxJar. However, you are not automatically forced to pay state tax just because you make a sale to a customer in a state. You have to form a nexus with the status to trigger tax obligations. What's a nexus? Nexus is a fancy word that refers to the legal connection between a business and the state. When you make enough sales in a state, for example, it's $200,000 in certain states, or if you store inventory in Amazon's fulfillment centers in a certain state, it can create nexus and would require you to collect sales tax and file income tax returns in those states. But please remember, it all depends on the state, so get Googling. Income tax. Profits generated from your FBA business are subject to federal and state income taxes. The tax structure of your business, such as an LLC, an S Corp, or a C Corp, will determine how your income is taxed. For example, if you earn more than $60,000 a year and you have an S Corp, you'll save quite a few $1,000s in taxes. I bet that's music to your ears. But as always, be sure to consult with a tax professional to understand your tax obligations and maximize deductions. You could use StartGlobal. Actually, that's a better idea. Get in touch with StartGlobal and we'll help you out big time. And finally, self-employment tax. If your FBA business is structured like a single member LLC, a sole proprietorship, or even an S Corp, you may be subject to self-employment tax, which covers Social Security and Medicare. This tax is in addition to your income tax and sales tax and must be considered when filing your annual tax return. It's a lot to remember and a lot to include, but if it helps save, it's got to be worth it, right? That's a lot of me spitting some facts. Sorry. But remember, these are just legal aspects. In general, we always recommend LLC as the legal entity for FBA entrepreneurs. An LLC covers you when you need it most. And so, here are the reasons to choose an LLC over other entities like sole proprietorship. Personal asset protection. An LLC separates your personal assets from business liabilities, providing a shield in case of legal disputes or financial issues, unlike sole proprietorship. If the products you sell lead to customer lawsuits, you don't want to put your personal assets at risk, even if you hate your car or something. tax flexibility. LLCs offer various tax options, allowing profits and losses to pass through the owner's personal income tax, or choosing to be taxed as an S Corp or a C Corp. It's a great place to be rather than have the decision made for you. Professional image. An LLC adds credibility and professionalism to your Amazon FBA business, potentially attracting investors and even if you try to sell your brand. It's like a stamp of authority that many FBAs might not have. So, if I have done a good job and I've pushed you in the direction of choosing an LLC, then the next step is to pick a state to form in, as LLCs are formed at the state level and not a federal level. So, let's play a nice game of which state is right for your LLC. Option 1, your home state. Forming an LLC in your home state is often the most simplest option, as it may be more cost-effective and easier to manage. Besides, if you have a home office or a fixed place of business where you live, you may have to form in your state anyway. Option 2, Delaware. Known for its business-friendly environment, Delaware is a popular choice for very large-scale e-commerce entrepreneurs who are looking to raise money from outside investors. And it has Yellowstone, which is just fabulous. And option 3, Nevada and Wyoming. These states offer privacy and anonymity advantages, as well as competitive tax benefits. So if you have plans of forming outside your home state and don't plan on raising external capital, Nevada and Wyoming are good choices. And you can remain a man or woman of mystery. So there we have it, my FBA disciples. I have given you my 2 cents on why forming an LLC will bring big advantages to your FBA journey. And if you are convinced that you want to form an LLC, head on over to StartGlobal.co and choose our all-in-one package that will help you with taxes, bookkeeping, and so much more. Anyway, I'll catch you on the flippity flip. Bye.